Welcome back, everyone. I know what you're thinking. Are you still tiling that wall? Anyway, didn't film it, but I've come all the way around now. That's going to be a unit, so that doesn't need to be tiled behind. Come along, tiled the window sill, put all the cups in. Tried to follow the shapes around the corners, if you get what I mean. And that's what we're going to be doing next. So anyway, let's get on with it, because it ain't going to tile itself. So to cut the tiles, I'm using a combination of a tile cutter and also my grinder. I've put a tile blade on there. You can see it's got no serrated edges. It's a completely smooth diamond blade, so it doesn't chip the edges so much. But for bigger cuts, just using this cheap tile cutter. Score it through, crack it. Perfect cut. All of these cuts should be the same. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 minus this one. I'm not going to come right to the bottom because I want to put the shower tray in probably later today or tomorrow. I don't want to put the tray in first and then tile everything, because I'll be walking all over the brand new tray, dropping grout on it and all sorts. So I'm going to tile as much of that wall as I can, rip this out, tile across, then put the tray in. So come in with this one. So we've got our level line, got our 45. I'm running down in line with it. Most importantly, that cut now sits in line with the other cut and also in line at the bottom. And that's where we want to be. You can see the cuts are all going to be the same size, which is what you want. Right, I finished tiling this bit late last night. That's as far as I can go. So if I put another tile on, we're obviously into the shower look. And that means the shower's got to go. One thing I'm not going to miss. How annoying is that? So there's 2 screws there which hold the door on. Let's get them off to start with. Yes. Yeah. Yes. We're getting there. Same side. Well, that was quite easy, wasn't it? These are preformed plastic panels, like a sort of modern alternative to tiling. But yeah, these are quite decent if you want to do a budget bathroom. I mean, everyone wants a budget. Next on the hit list, a handle. Maybe I should keep this in the loft. I probably need it in about 10 years. Right, let's make some room. Don't let Paul see these. He loves a bit of scrap. See where the shower's been leaking anyway, look. So, it's good enough. Now we can see what we've got. Our legs screwed to the floor. So can you see that? I put the impact light on it. You've got 2 screws there. Hopefully I can get them out the screwdriver, and they're bolted into the top. There's 4 of them, but I don't know I'm going to get the very back one out. I'm going for the brute force approach. They ain't going nowhere. If in doubt, get the knife out. Start cutting stuff. Yeah. That's what we want. Cut this part. Look at what has just come out of that pipe. I think because this pipe was running flat and didn't have a fall on it, it's got half full of sludge over the years. It's disgusting. Oh. Did you see that? Sludge fest. Let's get this panel. Putting up more of a fight than those tiles did. It's come off nicely. Oh. Get rid of these. I'm going to cut around that now. Get this other panel off. Oh, that's cracked it. Looks like they used all of the mastic or glue up on this corner bit. That is stuck. There we go. cut the tile, give it a quick offer up. That looks good to me. And then the offcut is going to go like that, so the pattern follows around the corner. We have a shower tray. Bit better than the last one, what do you reckon? It's going to go all the way across. Let's get it unwrapped. Right, the new tray is 170 centimetres by 90. And this space is 170. So it's an exact fit, which is going to make it a little bit tricky to get it in. Then what I need to do is mark the floor for the waste. I'll show you that in a second. Yes. Right, next job. Mark this outlet. Need to lift the tray back up, cut the outlet so we can put the waste in. And hopefully it's not right on a joist, which I don't think it is. We'll see in a minute. So there's a mark for the outlet. We need to cut that out. Take this board up probably, and then we can. Normally you'd have to set all the waste in first and lay the tray and do it from above, but because I'm putting it on this side, I can take this board up, put my hand underneath and just fix it. Straight through a nail, that's what you want, isn't it? So we're going to cut this, just going to cut it square slightly. Hello. What are you looking for? Hmm? There's nothing in there for you. Do you like the tiles, Lottie? She likes the tiles, as you can see. Go on then, off you go. Out you go. Move your bum. Now we can sit our waste pipe below the floor. So that's going to sit into the shower like that. So that's all good. Right, not sure, is it just me? But let me know at home if you get this. Every time you do something, there always seems to be a problem. It never works out perfectly straight away. Sometimes it does, but a lot of the time it doesn't. So if you look in there, we've got the waste cut out and there's a floor joist right in the way of where our waste is going to go. Typical. If it was an inch to the right, we'd be sorted. So our final test fit, and you can see the joist is clear, which is good. Try and get that right. There we go. That's tight. Right, got a flexible waist underneath. Just screwed that in tight. It's got 2 rubber seals on it. Obviously I'll water test it before I put the flooring down. But that's in, and then it works. Got like a little trap, and then that's got a rubber seal on it, so it makes like a little bottle trap. And then there's like a metal plate finishes over the top to make it look nice. All this is just protective plastic. Peel this off, so still got to put some tiles and stuff. What we've got to do now is run this waste pipe, which is the old flexi waste pipe. I've reused it. It's the only thing I've been able to reuse so far. Out through that wall, there's a hole there. So this end's a push fit, but it joins into a solvent pipe. They're 2 different pipes. So you put the collar on, and there's like a compression ring inside. And then the rubber. Bear in mind this is just a waste pipe, so it's not under any pressure. It's just running, you know, water from the shower. Right, that's pushed right in there. And then do up the compression nut. And then that'll run straight out into the drain. Right. The new shower's turned up. These are the controls. And they are going to go about there somewhere, but obviously in the wall. So once it's installed, all you'll see is that faceplate with the buttons, and then that will come out of the wall above, and then there's like a separate hand shower, so you don't have that big pole going up the wall with all the stuff on it, which I think looks quite a bit neater. I need to work out how high to put that, because obviously Dawn's a bit taller than me. I mean, I'd have it there, but she'd probably bang her head on it. Dawn? Imagine you're having a shower.
Right.
Stand under there. That's a bit low for you, isn't it?
That's all right.
About there. Right. So we're setting that to Dawn's height. The water will be cold by the time it gets to my head. So this old unit is right in the way of where we need to make a hole. So it's got to go. Just need to turn that isolator off. Cool. There we go. Right, I can cut that. You'll get a little bit of water, but only what's in the pipe from there to the shower. Disconnected the cold feed. That's full of water, so I'm going to tip that into a bowl. And I've just noticed, don't know if you remember before, I was saying about the isolator valves. That's one of the rubbish ones, the smaller ones. Not like this one, which is like a full bore one. I'm just going to turn off absolutely everything. As long as I remember to turn them all back on afterwards, otherwise could be in trouble. The plan is to cut that as I did there, and then push temporarily that on and do it quick before all the water squirts in it. So I reckon about there. Hopefully I'm not going to flood the house. The plan worked. Thank goodness. Temporarily cap that. So now we can still use the hot in the kitchen. So now we can get rid of this old beast. This has actually been a really good shower, and we were contemplating getting like a newer version of it. It's so powerful and the pressure is really good. Obviously it's electric, but it's got to go. There we go. One pump disposed of. The reason I'm drilling right the way through is because this is a solid wall. You've got to knock out the whole of that wall and then fix a back plate so the control can sit in. If you've got a stud wall, it's easy because you've just got a bit of plasterboard and apply the back. But yeah, have to chop the whole of this out and set it right back in the brickwork. It will be better in the long run because it's more of a solid fixing. It's just a bit annoying at the moment. Back with the big guns. Almost a perfect square, if you ignore the top little wonky bit. But yeah, so that goes through and to the back of the cupboard, so we can plumb that in easy now. Put some ply at the back of the cutout, and then I can put the controls in like that, screw solidly to the ply, go through with the pipes, and then obviously once that's tiled, you'll have just a small amount of collar there and then the controls, and that will be solid. Full. So, moment of truth, and we are in. One screen down. So that's solid. That ain't going nowhere. Now, hold for the shower head. I've had to move it slightly off centre because there's a pipe running straight down the wall, so hopefully we're going to miss it. Perfect. And we're clear of the pipe. Right, had the delivery. Here's our pump to pump the shower. There's water coming out of it, so they've obviously tested it. That comes with all the fittings, everything you need. So we've got space for the pump right there. Going to sit him there. This electrical connection is going to supply it. It's on a switch. So yeah, we can just wire that straight in there. Cold water coming straight down in there. Hot water from this pipe, which goes that way, which I'm going to bring in there anyway. Yeah, and then the other two outlets straight up around the back and in. Right, as soon as Dawn comes back, I'm going to switch all the pressure on. But she needs to hold this pipe while I put the last fitting on. Right, we're going to do a quick test. Push that up. Because we don't know which one of these does what. I think this is the diverter. Ooh. Drop it down a bit so they can see it. Right, that one does that. So we'll try this one again. So this one's all working. So now we're at the point of having to cut the tile for where the pipe is. So I'm going to turn the water off, pull this out so we've just got a hole, and I've got a good little trick. Get a piece of card, put it over. So we've got our hole. So then we just lift the paper, slip our tile in, put in your little spacers. And that is our hole. Got a diamond hole cutter. They don't have a pilot, so when you start, you have to start on an angle and then straighten it up. We are through. We can double check that with that. So that's more than covered, there's loads of space. Looking good, looking good. Right, this is our last cut on the shower cubicle. So on the grouting tool, you get this little triangle and it just points it up nicely. Don't know if you can see that there. Gives you a nice little finish. So I'm going to give it a quick once over with this sponge just to get any of the big lumps off. Because if they go hard, they're never coming off. Next up, we've got the lovely faceplate for the controls, which also is going to need silicone in round to make it watertight. Right. Let's press that into position, hopefully. Yep, yep. God, that is tight. We're on there. And we are on there. And so free go. Keep trying that. Stretch that. Okay. If you get over the pipe and down, that's it. Nice one. Right. Back to you, Ted.
To me. You to you.
There is a slight twist to the shower screen. Right, drop that down. We have gone for smoked glass. Or shall I just try and lift it? Right, there we go. Right. What's it catch?
It's cool.
Right. Job.
God, hold underneath.
Fuck with that. What's that looking like? Well, if you take that foot off the bottom, should be able to just slide it in. Right, same this one.
Yep.
Right, let's get that top one off. Yeah. No, don't worry. Right, let go then. Right, now I'm too far in. Right.
How did that happen?
Don't know. Right, we need to get a new screen. Right, just getting over the shock. The silence was deafening, wasn't it, after that went. Got a few little war wounds. One on there. Two on there. Yeah, luckily Dom's got no cuts on or anything, so that's the main thing. Have you ever had that happen to you? Because I've put loads of shower screens in and that has never happened. Obviously I'm going to order another one, but we're thinking, should we choose a different manufacturer? But it had loads of good reviews. I don't know what else to say really. I mean, literally, it's not, well, if you was to replay that, it wasn't, normally if you put it on the corner it goes, I just literally lifted it and it exploded. Right, let's clear this up. It was a good one though, it did look nice, didn't it? When it's in one piece. Oh look, there's a little corner protector so it doesn't shatter when you move it. Great news, we've just had another screen delivered from a different manufacturer. And you know what that means? We're back in the game. Right, 24 hours later, and we've got a screen. I didn't film it just in case. I didn't want to tempt fate. But yeah, nice smoke screen. What do you reckon? Let us know if you like it. Lovely. Getting warm. Just check the other one. Perfect. Pleased with that. Right, we've had a disaster, but now we're back on track. Shower screens in, all working. I've still got the ceiling to do, put the vanity unit, toilet and towel roll. But from us, that's it for this week. See you on the next one.